So many, so many. And God gave you the energy, to do
Amen.
that. And I tell
Amen.
you, yes, man, when God give you the energy, use it up.
Just use it up,
Use
use
it
it up,
up.
use it up, use it up.
All right, man of God, it's over to you and welcome and bless you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Forbes. And I greet you well and all those who are listening to us on the various platform. Indeed, it is a pleasure and a privilege to be sharing with you tonight on the I Am Jamaica Gospel Radio Station. As the song just declared, Lord, whatsoever you're doing, don't do it without me. And that indeed would be a great privilege for God to use any one of us, not something to be scoffed at or to be taken lightly, because He can do without any one of us. Tonight, I want to share with you on the theme when God flipped the script. When God flipped the script. This word has been bubbling in my soul. And before I even give you a text or the text, I will tell you a story about a gentleman by the name of James. And James for several years, many years, worked tirelessly at his job, and a job that he didn't love. He felt stuck in that job. He felt stuck in routine that drained his spirit. His relationship was strained, and hope seems like a distant memory. One day, unexpectedly, James lost his job. At first, for him, even though he didn't love the job, it felt like the end of the world. His plans crumbled before his eyes. But in the moment of despair, oh yes, something incredible happened. Doors James never imagined began to open. New opportunities began to present themselves. Friendship that he never had, he started having them. And purpose he had never known before, he now has. What felt like a devastating setback was actually the moment when God flipped the script in James's life. So let me transition. James's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes our greatest moment of transformation comes when God intervenes in ways we don't expect. When our circumstances feel stuck or hopeless, I want to remind you that God is still at work rewriting your story. And I tell you, even now, He's rewriting your story. Yes. Isaiah 43, verse 18 and 19, and Jeremiah 29, verse 11 is where I will take my text from. He said in Isaiah 43, verse 18 and 19, forget the former thing. Do not dwell on the past. See now I am doing a new thing. Now it spring up. Do you not perceive it? This passage reminds us that God is not limited by our history. Touch yourself and say, God is not limited by my history or even my past failure. Many people are like archives. Oh, yes. They have every struggle, every setback, every failure that you have made in the past written down, and every now and again they remind you of what you have done and how messed up you were and why are you behaving like how you're behaving. Tell them that God has called you to stop living in what was and start looking forward to new things. I wish I had somebody here who would declare, I'm looking forward to new things. Too many of us are looking behind, remembering how we never go to school, remembering when we were rejected by our father, our mother, our family, remembering when we were deserted by our spouses, remembering when we were abandoned by friends, remembering when we were put out of the place that we have grown up to love and worship, that church. Yes, we are remembering when somebody dropped you. You're remembering how you have been in your lowly bar. Oh God, can I preach it like how I really feel it? God is doing a new thing right now. God's power is in renewal and fresh beginning. Somebody say fresh beginning. God is into fresh beginning and in renewal. Know why? Jeremiah 29 verse 11 said, for I know the plans I have for you, declare the Lord. Plan to prosper you and not to harm you. Plan to give you a future and a hope. End of quote. God, I want you to know that God's plans are always good. Mhm. Did you hear what I said? God's plan are always good, even when we can't see them yet. Oh God has a plan for you even when you are in your mess. You might be in your Babylon, but God has a plan for you. You might be in your Egypt, but God has a plan for you. You might be in your Sodom, but God has a plan for you. You might feel trapped in that relationship, but God has a plan for you. You might be struggling now, but God has a plan. People might have written you off, oh God, because they know your story, because they see where you messed up. Yes, my friend, and they're saying you're done. You might have dropped out of school. You might have experienced a broken marriage. You might be sick. Hallelujah. And some people see you in that stage, and it is that bad, and they're saying, oh no, he or she can't recover, but God has a plan for you. I charge somebody tonight, don't write me off, because God has a plan for me, even though I can't see them yet. His intention or to bring us hope and a future filled with purpose and blessing when God flipped the script. You see, my friend, there are times in life when everything feels stuck. The same problem, the same disappointment, the same sickness, the same fear, the same abuse, the same. We might feel hopeless or trapped in a predictable cycle of hardship, but God specializes in flipping the script. He takes what seems like an ending and turn it into a new beginning. Some people might have put a full stop in your life, but tell them don't put no full stop. Tell them to put a comma, because when God flip the script, you will continue to move up the King's highway. You continue to declare that you're trusting in amazing grace. Even though Satan is at your track, you'll never, never, never turn back, because when God flip the script, oh God, you start to mount up with wings like eagle. You'll run and not be weary. You'll walk and not faint. God, my friend, can take what seems like an ending and turn it into a new beginning. That breakup that you are fretting over, that you're crying over, that you're stressing over, how do you not know that it can be a breakthrough? Mhm. That which the devil, oh God, tried to destroy, how can you not know that God might use it for your deliverance? God can turn loss into gain, defeat into victory, and despair into hope. Hear me and hear me well. Tune into my station. No matter how impossible your situation look tonight, God is already at work behind the scene, ready to rewrite your story. Oh God, am I talking to anybody here? Your past, my friend, does not define your future. Your mistakes, your setback, and pain are not the final chapter. And every time I mention this word final chapter, I remember several years ago when I was preaching over by power of faith, when I tell them that God write the final chapter. And sometime what I believe is God tear out the content page, so nobody knows what the beginning will be like, the end will be like. Some people see you at your beginning. Some people meet you in your introduction. Some people meet you in your epilogue, your prologue. Oh God, can I talk to you? Oh God, some people meet you in your preface. Some people meet you in your chapter 1, and some people might meet you in your chapter in the middle of your book. Some might meet you in your spring. Some might meet you in your winter. Some might meet you in your autumn. But tell them, even though your leaf wither, you are like a tree that is planted by the rivers of water, that you will bring forth your fruit in its season, because God write the final chapter. Hear me and hear me well. God's hand is moving, and He wants you to embrace new things He's doing in your life even now. What does it mean when God flipped the script? When we say God flipped the script, we are describing a profound divine intervention where God take a situation that seems so impossible, a situation that is that dead, a situation that is that hopeless or even disastrous, and turn it completely around. This, my friend, is not just a minor change or a lucky break. It is a radical transformation that upends human expectation and rewrite the stories of a life, a family, or even a nation. Hear me, church. God intervened to reverse what seems impossible or hopeless. Can I tell you that Lazarus was dead? And the sisters have given up hope. They even rebuked Jesus and said, Lord, if you have been here, our brother would not have died. People come to mourn with them, and they were disappointed. Ask the question, could not this man who have done this not prevent this man from not dying? But Jesus said, show me where you lay him, because I'm about to flip the script. Mary said, no, Lord, I know you're going to flip the script, but not now, in the future. We know that you will raise up the dead in the future. Jesus said, I'm not talking about next week, not talking about the future. I'm not talking about next year or next month. Just show me where you laid so that I can flip the script. And they continue to cry and say, Lord, by this time he stinketh. Oh, God, help me here. Help me here. By now, it has been 4 days. Jesus didn't argue. He went down to the tomb and he wept. And then he said, roll away the stone. Oh God, I want you to understand some things here. It was the people who buried Lazarus. Oh God, and some of you want some things to come forth. It is you who bury it. So you know where you buried. Jesus says, show me where you buried. And where you buried, Jesus is saying, you need to roll away the stone and watch me work. Watch me flip the script. Some of you have something dead for a long time. Something that you have given up on. Something that you have abandoned. Something that you said this can't change. But when Jesus visits your graveyard, he can flip the script and turn your weeping into rejoicing. Turn your mourning into dancing. He will give you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Is there anybody here ready for God to flip your script? Oh God, I wish I had a few people say, Lord, flip it now. Lord, this is where it's at. This is how long it has been there. And I know that you are Elohim, the putter forth of power. What you bind on earth can be bound in heaven. What you loose on earth will be loose in heaven. So flip my script, Lord. Oh God, can I take it a little further? Oh God. You see, my friend, oftentimes life challenges feel like dead end. Circumstances, oh God, can be so dire that all hope seems lost. My wife and I, we were downtown today. And we went into a wholesale. My wife was getting something. I stood up. I hear a young lady said, Lord, you said when your mother and your father forsake you, then I will take you up. But Lord, it seems like you have abandoned me. You have forsaken me. Oh God, initially, I said this young lady feel like she want to be rebuked. Oh God, but when I got home and I was thinking about the word, some people feel like God has abandoned them. All hope seems to have been lost. But I stopped by to tell you that God's power transcends human limitation and timeline. When he flipped the script, he will interrupt the natural flow of event and reorder things according to his perfect will. One woman in Nain, oh God, there was a funeral procession and they were going down to bury their son. And Jesus didn't join the procession to go to any funeral, because when Jesus turned up at the funeral, oh God, on the burying ground, those who are at the grave, we're going to wait out a patient because ain't nobody coming down. When Jesus turned up at the funeral, he flipped the script. He touched the briar and said, Lassie, arise. Oh God, those who were mourning, funeral done. Oh God, they went home rejoicing because God flipped the script. My friend, when he flipped the script, he will transform pain into purpose, loss into gain, and shame into glory. The woman at the well, oh God, when she meet Jesus and she was a bit thirsty. Yes, my friend, Jesus said, go call your husband. And if you know, the scripture said she came at the pool, the well at a certain time of the day because she had an history. Yes. Oh God, Jesus revealed that. He said, you have had 5 husbands, and the one you're now with, oh God, is not yours. Is there anybody here that society has marginalized, that society has ridiculed, that society and your family and your community, oh God, has ostracized because they know your history, they know your story. Oh God, Some of you watch barber shop and all kind of this, where people come to discuss problem. Yes, my friend. Some people them go to hairdresser, instead of them do ear and none, them do toenail and them in there. Your name is the center of the conversation. Oh God. But God can turn your shame into glory. You know why? What once caused despair becomes a foundation for growth. God redeemed the brokenness. The woman said, I do have none. And Jesus said, you rightly said, but I'm about to give you something. I'm about to flip the script that they know you as somebody who keeps somebody else's husband. They know that men has abandoned and reject you, oh God, and sometimes it's not your fault. It's just that these men are not ready to settle down, and they're just into those tears and gone. Them not even buy them, those tears and gone, and you feel used, abused, and refused. But I'm here to tell you, what man abandon, God is ready to take up and flip the script. We often said he lift me up, he turned me around, he plant my feet on higher ground, and if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away, and behold, all things come new. Where shame or failure once mark a person's story, God can replace it with honor and victory. The Bible said the woman ran when she get the water. She ran into the city and said, come, see a man. Oh God, when God flipped the script, you don't isolate yourself no more. You began to come back into society and become a part of the community, because you are not the same when God flipped the script. This flipping, my friend, is a divine rewrite that defies human logics and timing. Oh God. It defies human logic and timing. Some people saw you where you were. But if they could only see you now, some people saw you in your mess. Some people saw you in your rejection. Some people saw you in your disappointment. Some people met you when you were verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally abused. Some people saw you, oh God, when you were abandoned. But when God do that divine rewrite, it will defy human logics. Because some people might know you, oh God. Oh God, I feel it. They look at you, and God, you have so many peninas. Oh God, criticizing you, but God is about to put your penina to shame. Call you barren, ridicule you, and say, all manner of evil. But you keep trusting God. For they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like an eagle. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. Is there anybody here ready for God to flip your script? Oh God, you're gonna make some people mouth drop open, because where they leave you, where they left you, ain't coming back to see you there. No, 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 my friend. They might left you right there, oh, tending sheep. But the next time they come, they're gonna see you as the king of Israel. They might left you in prison. Oh God. They might have left you in a pit. They might have sold you to the Ishmaelite. But the next time they meet you, they will meet you as the prince of Egypt. Is there anybody here who want to latch on to that word and say, flip my script, Lord? Because some people have sold me out. Some people have abandoned me. Some people have given up hope on me. Some people have turned their back and said that done. In fact, some people have literally eulogized some of us and said, no, may your soul rests in peace spiritually. But tell them don't write you off, because when God flips your script, he will turn everything around. Can I go on? Can I preach it? Can I preach a few more minutes? Human beings often rely on their own understanding of time and reason, but God ways are always higher. Isaiah 55, verse 8 to 9. His intervention will happen in an unexpected way and often at an unexpected time, demonstrating his sovereignty and his grace. Can I give you some biblical example? I keep telling you about Joseph. Joseph's story is one of the most vivid examples of God flipping the script. Betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and in prison, Joseph's life seems destined for tragedy. Some of you are wondering why you do so. One thing after another, one disappointment after another, one setback after another. You say, Lord, what is this? One operation after another, one hospital visit after another. Oh God, am I talking to anybody here? Some people wondering, and they're like Job, friend. They will have come and they will tell you that is some sin, your sin. But when you trust the Lord, you will say, I'm going to wait until my change come. Is there anybody here who's willing to wait until God flip your script? Oh God. Yet Joseph's life seemed destined for tragedy. Yet God elevated him to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. Through Joseph, God preserved not only a nation, but ultimately brought the family of Israel into survival during famine. Joseph himself said to his brother, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good. Genesis 50, verse 20. You know, sometimes God wants you to germinate. Oh, yes. So he allows some people to bury you. And they might think that it is a tomb, but no, my friend, it is a womb. Oh God, God is causing you to meet, oh God, because you need some things in order to grow. So when them bury you, them don't know say a plant, them plant you. Because within the soil, there's the macro and the micronutrients. All that you need, oh God, to grow and to glow. So your struggle, my friend, you need not to see them as stumbling block. See them as stepping stone. Your fire, see it not as to devour you, but to purge you, to become that gold that shine brighter and brighter. David in 1 Samuel 16 to 17 started as a humble shepherd boy, overlooked by many, and the youngest of his brother. In fact, when Samuel, the man of God, went down there, oh God, everybody, big brothers, were paraded before him. And when Samuel couldn't find anybody, he asked the question, is there not another? Oh God, can I preach it here? God is ready to make somebody ask the question, is there not another? Because your name is not on the list. Mm-hmm. Oh God, you are not in some people's mind because they think that you are not eloquent enough. You're not educated enough. You don't come from a good family according to them. But God is saying, is there not another? Oh God, touch yourself and said, I am the other. God is about to bring you from the backside of the desert to the very front page where it is you who will conquer the Goliath in your family, in your community, in your church, in your business, because God flip the script. God, I love it here this evening. God is victory over the giant Goliath was a dramatic flip of expectation. Because when David turned up, his brothers asked him, who you left the few sheep with? And sheep don't come in few, sheep come in flock. But when they want to minimize you, oh God, when they want to diminish you, they will speak about what you do, oh God, in a derogatory way, oh God. Oh God, when they want to belittle you, they will try to say some things that make you look like what you do is not important. But don't worry, because you are taking care of the sheep was preparation for God to flip the script. Because your face, oh God, bear, your face lion, and you have defeated them, and you were ready. You are not ready. You don't go to the school that they went. Oh God, you have not associated with whom they have associated, but you have been with the Lord. And when the time comes for God to bring you forth, don't worry about you being hid now. Because God is setting up a session. He's setting up an occasion that you will be called forth. God, I love it here. God is causing some things to happen that you, the rejected, oh God, is there any Gideon here? You, the despised, you, the abandoned, they will have to send for you. Oh God, can I preach it like how I really feel it? God is ready to flip your script. Weeping, God may endure for a night, but your joy is coming in the morning. Can I preach it a little more? Oh God. David, my friend, victory over the giant Goliath was a dramatic flip of expectation. A young man trained, a young man untrained. He was an untrained boy, defeated a feared warrior. Yes, David's faith and God's power redefine what was possible, turning a seemingly weak underdog into a mighty leader. God is setting you up to become great. Mary in Luke chapter 1, she was young, humble, and she was a maiden from a small town. Somebody asked, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Oh God, likely with no special status in society. Yet God chose her to be the savior of the world. Oh God, Jesus, you don't have no title. Oh God, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. Oh God, you have no formal training, and people think say you can't do anything. But like Mary, who come from an insignificant town, oh God, God chose her to bring the Savior of the world. You who they are saying is nobody. You who they are saying can't do anything and you can't put two words together. You who they can give an outline of the history of your family, who your great grandfather was, who your grandfather was, who your father was, who your brothers and your siblings are. But God is about to bring you to the forefront. This divine choice. Oh God, touch somebody and say, don't write me off. Oh God, you need to text somebody who you know have written you off. I said, don't write me off. God, this divine choice transformed Mary's life forever from ordinary to extraordinary, showing, my friend, that God can use anyone for his divine purpose, regardless of their background. Somebody's troubling me. Because you let some people tell you, say your background this and your background that, and you're buying into that lie. When God said, I've called you for such a time as this, and I'm ready to flip the script. I'm ready to use you. I'm ready to bring to the forefront. You see, Gideon, his mother was no good, and his brothers run him away, deprive him of the legacy that he should have partake of his father. But when judgment take them, they had to send for him. Oh God, I feel it here. Some people will have to send for you. Oh God. They will have to call you because God is about to flip your script. The name that you cross off, God is not going to let them reach a deadlock. They're going to reach a dead end. And the only person that can figure it out, it is you, because God has anointed you for such a time as this. God, I love it here. Can I give you some additional example? Esther, in Esther chapter 47, she was a Jewish orphan and she became a queen in a foreign land. Esther risked her life to save her people from destruction. God's timing and favor elevated her from obscurity to a position of influence, flipping the script on what looked like certain annihilation because Gela was set up for Mordecai. And Haman and him friend them did a look. In fact, he was thinking that him go ride on the horse. Oh God. I feel God in this place. Oh, I love you, Lord. I love you. I love you. You're flipping somebody's script. Somebody has been discouraged. You have been rejected for a long time. Oh, God. And all the plan to get rid of. God is going to flip your script. I so finish. Paul, my friend, once a fierce persecutor of Christians, Paul experienced a radical conversion. God flipped his script from enemy to one of the greatest apostles who spread the gospel across the Roman world. You might say to me, preacher, why this matter to you? You know why it matter? When God flip your script, it means he's rewriting your story in a way that brings hope, healing, and destiny to your life. No matter how broken, unfair, or hopeless your current situation seems, God is able to do much more than you are able to ask or think. He's able to turn it around. He's able to redeem your past mistake and pain. He's able to transform your circumstances beyond what you can imagine. He's able to lead you into a future filled with purpose and blessing. When God flipped the script, I'm saying to you, trusting God means believing that He's at work, even when you cannot see it, and that He will, in His perfect timing, flip your script for good. Can I take it a little further? My time is up. Why does God flip the script? He flipped the script to display His glory and power. God often flipped the script not for us to show off, to brag, and to boast. God often flipped the script in our life to reveal His unmatched glory and demonstrate His power over circumstances that seems impossible. A vivid example is found in Exodus 14, verse 13, to 16, where Moses encourages the Israelites not to fear Pharaoh's army, but to stand firm and see the salvation of God. God then parted the Red Sea, turning what looked like certain destruction into a miraculous victory. That, my friend, shows that no human situation is beyond God's control. When God reverses our situation, it magnifies His sovereignty and reminds us and others that He alone is worthy. He alone is the Almighty. Is yea, and his nay is nay, that he alone is capable of turning despair to triumph. Secondly, why does God flip the script? To fulfill his promise. He said to the children of Israel while they were in Babylon in captivity, I know the plans I have for you. The devil can't thwart God's plan for your life. Oh God, can I talk to you? The devil can't, my friend, abort God's plan for your life. You know why? Because God is a covenant keeping God who never breaks his promises. Oh God, no matter how long, in times of waiting or hardship, it might seem like God is silent or distant, but his ultimate plan is to bring his promise to fruition. Romans 8, verse 28 assures, and we know that all things God work for the good of those that love him, who have been called according to his purpose. End of quote. Even when things look bleak or confusing, God is orchestrating every detail to fulfill his good purpose for you. Touch yourself and say, relax. Stop the murmuring and grumbling. Because God is working out all things, oh God, for you. By flipping the script, he ensures his promises are not just words, but living realities that inspires hope and faith. Oh God, I wish I had somebody here who want to testify. Oh God, you see, sometimes, and when you read that Jeremiah 29, we need to read it in its context. God told Israel that they are going to go to Babylon and they're going to stay there for 70 years, not 50, not 45, not 60, not even 69, but 70 years. And you need to understand that sometime God will have you at a place for a specific time. Oh God, and He won't, oh God, those who plant food or raise in the country with banana, God won't call buying it. He has a time that is set. And when that time arise, you will have a Daniel who will come and say, God, you planned that is 70 years. But while they were there, God said to them, relax. Don't complain. Pray for the people that may have your captivity. Get married, plant vineyard, build house. And if you're old enough and have children, give your children to get married. Because I have a plan. And when my time is right, I'm going to bring that plan to fruition. I wish you have church. God has a plan for you. Don't worry about what you see now. Because when the timing is right, God is going to flip your script. Oh, God, I love it here. I got to go. Oh, God. You see, when the reason why God flipped the script is to teach us faith and dependence on Him, to prepare us for greater purpose and testimony. Church, as I close, you will see some sign that God is about to flip your script. You feel stuck or in a dry season. You have prayed and you see no human solution. There's an open door that seems risky or unexpected. A seed of hope or vision emerges despite circumstances. You need to get ready. For when God flipped the script, you need to trust God's timing, because His timing is perfect. You need to be obedient and ready. Prepare for it. Oh yes, like Noah, prepare for it. Let go of the past and release the pain and regret and bitterness, and praise God in advance. Worship Him and thank Him for flipping the script. God bless you. God keep you. Sir Forbes.
All right. Thank you so much, Rev. I tell you, ah, I have to play. I have to go back and listen this one. I tell you, flip the switch. I'm Rev. There are so many persons who, while they're growing up, persons tell them they can't be this, and they become this black sheep. And right now, they are the persons. If they want like a prayer, they
Yeah,
run for
man.
brother Peku. And
Yeah,
they
man.
want like a prayer. They want, and it's not only. It's not only financial things and all of that, but they have to run to them now, you
Yeah.
know. And I tell you, and when you they call you dry head, all type of something, and then put you down, and you did make one mistake,
Oh
and
no.
all of that, and you got pregnant early, and
Mm-hmm.
you trample them down, other than lifting up with words of love, of the love of Jesus Christ. I have to play this song, Don't move, I tell you, I have to play this song.
Hey, hear me good now. I want if people give up on we, and say you see I like me. Put on you too. I like you that amount to nothing. But guess what? You see one of them, just tell somebody say don't dash it with man. Cause you know what? A Christ may be the head and cornerstone. Hey, let me talk to you. Do you see that stone? Do you see that stone? Yeah. Do you see that stone that the builder refused? The same very stone. Now it has become. Guess what? Now it has become. My God. Now it has become the head of the corner. I am like that stone. I am like that stone. Just like that stone. I am like that stone that the builder refused. Look at me now. Now I have become. Now I have become. Now I have become the head of the corner. Never, the same man who disrespect me. That man are feeling those things against me. Try condemn me from me a baby. I pass them judgment and they know me no guilty. They try to limit their mental capacity and underestimate the physical ability, but spiritually not the same. When they see me legacy, go tell them you see reality, man a royalty. Represent of an undraft in a man quarry. Now we make me share for me testimony. You see that stone? See that stone, that stone, that stone. See that stone that the builder refused. Look at it now. Now it has become. Now it has become. Good Lord, it has become the head of the corner. The head of the corner. I am like that stone. That stone. I am like that stone. Just like that stone. I am like that stone that the builder refused. Now I have become. Now I have become. Now I have become. Now I have become. Now I have become the head of the corner. Them say, I like you will never amount to nothing and you will never bear fruit. You must remain barren and treat you like an outcast. You could not fit in with the sarcastic comments that dampen your self-esteem. They tell you how you're worthless, say you how you're worthless. I say you never make it, say you never make it. You carry water in a basket, water in a basket. You all of them vex when them see your asset. Things change, it will come out as in we are fly around the world and we never growing. Remember that I have a better standard of living. I will never forget to pay my tithe and offering. You see that stone? That same very stone. You see that stone that the builder refused. That stone they put it on. Now it has become. That's not a use. Now it has become. But Calvin. Now it has become. Which stone look on the head of the corner. Everybody, sing along. I am like that stone. I am like that stone. Just like the builder refused. No, I have become. No, I have become. Hey. No, I have become. To God be the glory. Hey. Head of the corner. Just look at me now. Hey. Enough of them give up power with two and she will them one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will. Enough of them give up power with two and she will them one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will say one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will say one of them.
My grandmother used to tell me that, when a dead, no dash it away.
Just for me, do and she will say one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will say one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will say one of them not take it that she will. Two and she will enough of them give up power with. Two and she will enough of them give up power with. Two and she will enough of them give up power with.
But what I'm going to ask you, when you become the head cornerstone, show them the love of Jesus Christ. Don't be what they used to be. Now you're a brand new person because Jesus Christ came in your life. Just show them the love, man, the love. All right, King Arthur. Glory be to God. What a word tonight. What a word. Rev, I tell you, this is a word that is needed to be watched and listened again. I have to have this rebroadcast. I'm going to put it down and let the studio manager knows that this